Hey everybody, Misheala here, and welcome back to another episode of Shining Force. As you recall in the last one, we finished preparations and saving after defeating everything on the way down to the Demon Castle here, and actually started the fight here against Misheala in Demon Castle to acquire the Sword of Light that she had taunted us with, saying that she had it here in her castle. So we came in and there were 3 gargoyles over here on this balcony and 3 bow riders over here on this balcony that we took out, and we got the power potion that was here on this and chest number 1 over here, with Ernest, who is now down here to regroup, and we had a bow rider who begrudgingly took out Ken on us with a double attack, who was going to be sent over here to take out to grab 2 of these 3 chests, because we have chests 2 and 3 right here, and then chest 4 is right there. So now we have Xylo and May going up there because they only have 1 spot free. And then I'm going to send Bubbleboy up there as well, probably to go after chest 4. And then while they're all doing that, we're going to move out. If I could talk. We're going to have everyone else move over here to the right side, but stay down here by the balcony, further away from these mages so they don't get blasted with freeze level 2 spells, to kind of advance the party towards the next group of enemies and the directions that we need to go, while we wait for Ernest to regroup back up because he's not too far behind at this moment, and then hopefully get these 3 to regroup back with us in time. Alright, so May is kind of good, as she's level 9. Bubbleboy is good at the moment. Xylo has a current turn. And as you can see, he's within range to grab either chest, so we're going to have him grab this chest. So he finds the evil ring. We're going to move May down there into the archway of the balcony. May's going to move over there, grab the healing seed. So now we have chests 1, 2, and 3 opened up. Alright, Gort, you stay right there. Luke, you move down there, into the corner. Essentially, Ernest is now regrouped back up with everyone, which is nice. Now, we will probably have the Belial that's on the very right side there, or not the right side, but the left side, my bad, actually come after us when we go and grab this chest, so that's not going to be, you know, too much of a shocker, but it will be something that we have to keep our eye on. Alright, so now we're going to start moving Xylo back down to regroup with everyone, and because both May and... Alright, let's move Ernest right there. And because both May and... Oh wait, that's right, May is full right now, so I shouldn't have sent her up there. Yeah, besides, you can just go right up right now and get that. It's right there in chest number 4, was the black ring, the second cursed item. I should have just had May move back down to regroup with everyone, which I stupidly didn't. Oh, okay, the Belial's not going to quite move over and attack us just yet. And as I said, the main reason that, once we get a turn again I can show this, the main reason that this Durhan doesn't stay right here like this one to guard her and stands in front of this chest is because this is the key chest of this entire fight that contains the Sword of Light that we're here to obtain. And we are going to actually send, I think it was Gort, yes, Gort is the one we're going to send up here for these 2 chests potentially, because he has 2 item spaces to get them both himself. So we're not sitting there waiting on 3 people again. Alright, so I'm going to start kind of grouping them back up again, so I can take fewer turns. Take another turn to move Xylo as far as we can over to the right side now. Alright, Luke, you stay where you are. Let's move you all the way down again there, Balbaroy. You too, May. Thankfully you have a large move large move range. Once again, can't speak. Move you over a couple spaces there, but keep you out of range from being hit by anything there, Chris. And Misheala and the two Durahans are not going to be moving at all from where they are. Alright, so this is going to be kind of boring since I'm going to essentially be waiting for everyone to kind of regroup at the moment. And I had wasted a turn moving May all the way up towards the chest as opposed to moving her down towards everyone else to regroup with them, as I forgot that she had already used her one item space that she had available to her. But Xylo is already there, and Ernest is already there, so we're just waiting on those two. But we can start attacking right now. I don't doubt that once May catches up, she'll probably get a couple attacks off on the Belials that are up there, as well as maybe the Durahans and Misheala. Okay, so we're going to cast Blaze 3 on 3 of the Master Mages, as well as the High Priest there. Hit the Master Mage for 19 damage. Hit the second Mage for 13 damage. Hit the last Mage for 14 damage and got 29 experience. And I think she hit the High Priest for 19 damage as well. Oh no, not close, about 14 damage or so. Alright. Let's leave you down there. Attack with a leader because he got put to sleep for about 4 turns. Take one of them out. Hit them for 26 points of damage, defeating the Master Mage. Got 11 experience. 850 coins. And I know that he can be hit by some of the other mages right now, which is why we are going to have Henri move up and attack the other 3 mages. With freeze level 3, hits the one mage that wasn't hit for 16 points. Hits the second mage with 13 points of damage, defeating them. And hits the third mage for 17 points of damage, defeating them as well. She gets 48 experience, 1700 coins, increases to level 9, defense increases by 2, hit points increase by 3, magic increases by 2. And now we just have one mage left, and the High Priest. So I'm going to move Xylo up and have him finish off the High Priest so he can't heal himself or the mage. Hits the Priest for 27 points of damage, defeating him. Got 21 experience and 750 coins. Alright, now May is pretty much caught up to everyone, which is good. Balbaroy looks like he's one space behind them. Oh wow, okay. Master Mage is going to attack Ernest. It hits him for 5 points of damage. Attacks him again for another 5 points for a total of 10 damage. Alright, so now we're going to have a Belial start to move down and attack us here. We're not going to worry about Misheala and the Durahans until we actually get up there, and honestly, you kind of want to lure the Durahans down away from her and take them out and then focus on just her alone. Alright, so I'm going to start moving some people away. Because of the fact that he attacked how he did, we kind of got lucky there. Alright, there we go, that looks good to me. Let's move May over and actually attack someone with her this time. May hits the Master Mage for 28 points of damage, defeating them. Got 15 experience and 850 coins. Alright, now don't forget the Belials have the ability to cast Bolt. So you still want to be a little careful on your party grouping. Like, he could come down and hit Lau and my leader with Bolt. Or he could hit Bort, Ernest, and May with Bolt. But I'm honestly pretty sure he'd come down and hit Lau and the leader because Lau is a healer, and he would take a lot of damage, and it would hit the leader. And that would be his general thinking for why he would attack them. So let's move Balroy up and attack this Belial to get him some more experience. Hits him for 7 points of damage, got 16 experience. Alright, Ernest, you move up and attack the Belial. Since you missed out on quite a bit grabbing that first item. Oof. Ernest missed it and got 1 experience there. Sorry, stretching my arm out a bit, my shoulder is a bit stiff. Alright, so Belial attacks Balroy there, hits him for 3 points of damage. Ernest is still a bit more in need of healing, I think. Alright, so now we have the second Belial moving down to attack us now. Probably because we have Ernest moved all the way up right there, closer to the ladder where Misheala is. And because we have the one that moved all the way down right there, I'm going to be really careful on how I set everyone up. And try to keep anyone too close from being too close to each other so that they can't necessarily get 2 of my party members in one casting of Bolt, if they so choose to cast it. Alright, that looks good to me at the moment. That's right, I said it was Ernest that needed it, so we'll move Chris right there. Ernest, you attack the Belial again. As he attacks again, hits the Belial for 19 points of damage, defeating them. Got 48 experience, 680 coins. Very nice. 2 more Belials left before we just have the 3 big bad final bad guys, or final enemies to deal with there, including the boss. We'll move Balroy over and attack this Belial. He hits them for 6 points of damage and got another 13 experience. And the one Belial is going to attack him back. Hits him for 3 points of damage. I still say he's okay. So now the third one's going to come down, and he doesn't cast Bolt. Slightly surprised by that. Alright. They're a bit far from the party somewhat, so feels a little bit okay to group them up down further away, like I did there with the healers and how in the leader there, more or less. And I nearly forgot till just now that I need to send Gore up there to grab those 2 items, chests 5 and 6, which, as I had previously stated, 5 and 6 are a shower of Kira and the White Ring, and the White Ring I will probably end up giving to the leader. I might give it to someone else, we'll see how everything goes. Alright, we'll move Luke down right there. That Belial is going to move around and attack Balroy. Demon Mode, but he has no MP, so that was a wasted turn. Lucky for us. Alright, let's move Chris up here from where Luke just was and heal Ernest. She recovers 10 hit points from him, healing him all the way. And she gains 10 experience. We'll move Balroy over to here and attack this one. And he's going to attack this Belial for 7 points of damage. Nice! And a double attack again for another 6 points. Gaining 29 experience, level increasing to 8. Attack increased by 1, speed increased by 5, hit points increased by 4. I probably should have had him attack this one that was already damaged by him. But I'll move up and have Ernest attack that one, why not? So Ernest attacks the injured Belial, but they move out of the way dodging, and he gains 1 experience. Oof, now he's going to attack, cast Bolt on Bobroy there. Bobroy takes 13 points of damage from Bolt. Alright, good. The Durahans are still not moving towards us just yet. Alright, Henri, I want you to stay there for the moment. Not going to move everyone in there just yet because I still feel a bit too cautious with those two Belials sitting right there. Have Ernest attack this Belial, taking a shot at him again. Hits him for 18 points of damage, defeating him this time. Got 48 experience, 680 coins. Level increased to 8, attack increased by 1, speed increased by 1, hit points increased by 2. Alright, Gort, you move up. Open chest 6, getting the white ring. Bobroy, you need to move over here so you can get healed. And the boss are going to move down and attack Ernest on us. Uses the Demon Smile, which again is a waste of a turn, because he has no magic. Alright, May, you move right there. Alright, Chris, you come over here and heal Bobroy for us. Does him for 13 points of damage. And she's going to get 10 experience like usual. Alright, now because Ken got taken out so early in this fight, what I'll probably do is... Although I'm probably not going to get around to putting anything up after this fight for quite some time, is the fight after this, I'm probably going to do some off-screen grinding to get Ken some much-needed experience that he would have gotten during this fight and the next fight off-screen, and then I'll record the fight after I've grinded through the fight once off-screen to get him caught up a little bit in the experience department there. Alright, so now let's move Tao in. Does she still have good MP? Yeah, she does, okay. She's got about half of her MP, that's good. Now the thing to remember with Misheala, and I'm sorry, I forgot to mention this, is her stats are she has 65 HP, unknown MP, 42 attack, 30 defense, 6 move, and 35 agility, and the ability to cast level 2 Bolt, which, as you saw, level 1 Bolt automatically hits a 5% radius around a centered target. So level 2 Bolt hits a much larger radius around a centered target and does a lot more damage. And we have not seen level 2 Bolt before now, but we know Bolt is really, really strong. And from the get-go, as opposed to Freeze and Blaze that only hits one target at level 1, Bolt level 1 can hit 5 people. One person centered with 4 people around them in the 4 general directions. Bolt 2, because of that, hits a much, much larger radius. So you'll want to avoid that, and you'll pretty much see more or less how we do that. But basically, to cover that a little bit right now, what it is I essentially keep everyone down here off of her platform as much as possible, only sending a couple characters up here at a time to do damage to her. And then once they've taken so much damage, I move them down to get healed so I don't get killed on me. And I'll send another couple of people up in their place to start damaging her even more. Because like every other boss, her health is going to recover at the end of every round when we start anew. Alright, Henri, you've used a little over half of your MP, so we're actually going to save everything on you until we get up to Misheala there. Alright, so now we open the last chest before chest number 7 there. For the Shower of Kier, which was chest number 5. Alright, let's have May attack this Belial. Hits it for 22 damage, defeating it. Got 48 experience, 680 coins. Level increased to 10, speed increased by 2, hit points increased by 2. Oh wow, we're already at 20 minutes, so... yeah, I'll go on. It's gonna take a while, but... I'll drag this video on. We only have 3 enemies left. I don't see much reason to not continue on at the moment. Alright, Ernest, you attack this Durahan. Ernest inflicts 8 experience, got 8 damage and got 17 experience. And I'll actually have Chris use the medical herb on Balborough here. He uses it for another 10 experience and got another 10 HP and got another 10 experience there. And now the second Durahan moves down to attack May. And hits her for 5 damage. Hopefully this doesn't become too long trying to kill her. And the other Durahan hits Ernest for 11 points of damage. So now we can move Lao and Tao in there, essentially. Alright, Balborough, you're essentially healed enough, so you come in here and start attacking this other Durahan. Hits them for 1 point of damage and got 2 experience. Now you can start moving Gork back down in there to attack. Ernest, you come down here and attack this Durahan here. You hit him for 9 damage and you got 19 experience. Alright, we'll move Luke up and have you attack him. And he hits it for 12 damage, defeating it. Got 48 experience and 840 coins. And I'm really hoping that she cannot target Luke or Ernest in the center of her Bolt 2 spell there, and get a large number of my party in her spell, making me have to do a huge amount of healing. So this Durahan's going to attack Ernest again for another 11 points of damage, and I definitely have to heal him now. Alright, so just in case she can, I'm actually going to move everyone off to the sides a little bit more at the moment. Which she could, and she gets Balborough and Luke in it, and she kills Ernest on me. And Balborough takes 13 damage, and Luke takes 14 damage. So I've now lost 2 people. Sorry. I'll have Chris heal you again. Heals Balborough for 13 points of damage. You got 10 experience, so now you see just how large of a range Bolt 2 covers and how much damage it can inflict. Oop, nope, heal. No, not detox, heal, and you heal Luke. So Lao heals Luke. 13 experience. And the main reason I wasn't having him and got 10 experience from that, the main reason I was having Chris do most of the healing is because that one enemy that Lao killed, he got a level up from. Or basically I'll show you, is Lao is level 7, and she is level 6. And he basically hit level 7 from that one enemy that he killed, and leveled up 1 level ahead of where Chris was. So I was having Chris do most of the healing to catch up in experience to get to level 7, and stay caught up to Lao there. And that was my reasoning behind that. Oh wow, we're at about 25 minutes. Alright, so Xylo inflicts 8 damage and got 17 experience from the Durhan there. Level increased to 10, attack increased by 2, defense increased by 5, hit points increased by 4. And of course she's going to cast it again on Xylo. And he suffers 15 points of damage. Yeah, as you can see, she can hit someone right there at the tip of the platform, so you want to be really careful. Then if you have someone sitting right there at the edge of the platform, it can hit both of these spots on the ladder, so you gotta be really careful with that. Alright, I'm gonna move you right there. We're gonna move you right here to try to finish off the Durhan. And of course you do 1 damage like before. Alright, this is getting to be a little too long. So I think I'll go up to 30 minutes if I can take out this Durhan, and then in the last one we'll continue on after finishing off Misheala. Durhan's going to attack Bulbaroid for 14 points of damage. Alright, you know what guys, I'm going to call the video here. So in the next video, I'm sorry to say, and cut us off with just 2 enemies left, but this is taking too long, and I know Misheala is going to be quite the time-consuming person to kill / boss. So in the next video here, we'll finish off this battle, killing this Durhan, and then finally taking out Misheala and grabbing the Sword of Light from her chest behind her there. So when we meet in the next video, guys, we'll finish that off and continue on with the story. So until then, goodbye.